Okay, I've been uploading videos on AI tools for the past couple of weeks, and you've probably watched countless videos on YouTube. And you might ask yourself, how do I find an idea? Where do I build it? How do I get an MVP? What AI tools do I use for the front end? What AI tools I use for the back end? What tool do I use to deploy the app? These questions are all going to be answered in a single video today. I'm going to teach you exactly the workflow I use in order to build apps from zero to hero and to deploy them full scale, working conditions, ready to create revenue for yourself. So let's get started with the first tool. The first tool we all know and love, it's ChatGPT. Now, I know what you're thinking. How am I going to code or create an app using ChatGPT? Well, first of all, we're not going to create an app using ChatGPT. We're going to start with ideation. Without the correct idea, you won't get a successful product. So how exactly do you find a good idea? Well, some prompts you can ask ChatGPT are, what are some in-demand software as a service tools for plumbers? Ask it to list out different tools for different individuals in the industry. Maybe there's an industry you know of. Maybe you're a plumber, you're an electrician, maybe you're a developer. So you're going to ask ChatGPT, list out some software as a service or SaaS for that certain industry you work in. And then look through these apps, and then you might identify an app that fixes a struggle you have. Now, once you figure out an idea you like, you want to apply KISS principle. What is KISS principle? Keep it simple, stupid. You don't want to launch an over-the-top complex app from the get-go. Remember that Facebook started as a face rating app and then grew to this large company that we know and love today. So just keep it simple. Figure out an app that solves one problem for individuals that's valuable, that maybe gets rid of repetitive tasks or bottlenecks in your day-to-day or that industry's day-to-day life. Now, once you've found it, you want to ask ChatGPT to dig deeper into the idea that you chose. Ask it for implementation details. Ask it for a design document. Ask it to design how the user flow is going to be like. All these details you want to bunch up and gather and get them, because we're going to feed them into an AI that we're going to talk about next. Now, once you're done with ChatGPT, you're done with finding the idea, you've got the design document, maybe you've got some wireframes and the user flow, you want to head over to lovable.dev. Now, Lovable is one of my favorite AI tools to build 70 to 80% of all my apps. Most of my apps start on Lovable. You just add the prompts, you add the design documents, you describe exactly what you want, and Lovable will basically just one-shot that app and create 50% to 70 to 80% of the entire app without you lifting a single finger. Lovable will also handle any databases, user authentication, or backend work that you need by connecting to Supabase. Now, Supabase is incredible because you can set up user authentication, which is login, log out, users saving in a database, signing up, all that stuff with one click of a button. And you can also set up the entirety of your databases through Lovable connecting to Supabase. And it's also free. Lovable will get you 70 to 80% of the way. You're going to have a small project with all the features working, maybe some of the features working, maybe not all of them, but that's fine. We don't want it to be fully working yet. We just want an MVP that we can take to the next AI tool. Now, after you're done with Lovable, you want to publish your project into your GitHub. Now, if you don't have GitHub or you've never used GitHub, there's plenty of tutorials online into starting and creating a GitHub account. But once you've created a GitHub account, you want to connect it to Lovable and publish that project as a private repo so you can move it all to Cursor or VsCode. Now, you can use either one of those. Cursor is great, but I use VsCode plus RooCode, and then I use my own API key for Claude 3.7. Now, if you want to learn how to add Claude 3.7 into VS Code using RooCode, I have a video link in the description or the pop-up ad banner on the top right that will teach you everything you need to know. And then through that, you're going to use RooCode's agent to build the rest of the app. The rest of the app could mean adding more features, using custom APIs, or creating API endpoints, maybe using an external API that you're familiar with if you're pulling data from an external server or external service. So you're going to continue developing that app on VS Code. And by the way, if I didn't mention, all you have to do is just git clone the repo that you uploaded from Lovable and then work on it through VS Code. And that's all for the development process. Once you're done adding these features, and again, you just want to communicate with RooCode, tell it what you want to use, what you want to build. And as I said before, I have a video on that, and I actually build an entire app using RooCode, so you can see my process of building an app, what prompts I used in that other video. But once you're done, you actually want to get to the final step, which is deployment. Now, your last and final step, which is the most important step, is actually deploying your app. And Vercel is another AI tool that I use in order to deploy my apps within minutes. What's cool about this is it also has a free tier, so you don't have to worry about putting up money at the beginning, and it scales as you grow. So the more users you have, the more it will cost, but then again, you will be making more revenue as you grow in users. Otherwise, that's all that you need to deploy an app. As I said, you want to start with ChatGPT, move over to Lovable, make sure you have a Supabase connection to create that database and authentication, move over to VsCode or Cursor in order to enhance the app, add more complex backend features, and then deploy the app on Vercel. And hopefully you'll have a full-fledged, full-stack application deployed on the web. By the way, if you do this, please leave a link to your creation in the comment section below. I would love to see what you've built. So that's my entire AI development workflow that I use in order to create full stack applications. By the way, thank you so much. We're almost at 11,000 subscribers, which is incredible. I appreciate every single one of you for tuning in and watching this video. We are on the way to 20,000 subscribers by the end of 2025. So please hit that subscribe button, that like button, comment down below, and help me reach that goal. But for now, I hope you all be safe, be well, and I'll see you on the next AI video.